could they not have patched this vulnerability? This is their main job.
Really?
It's to protect our information.
That's right. And in fact, you know, these consumer credit agencies often go around telling people before this that, you know, they basically have one job, and that's security. So they clearly failed at the job. Now there is the story, like always, is a little bit more complicated. This particular, certainly there was a patch out for this vulnerability, and it should have been fixed. But the other side of the story is those fixes aren't always easy. They're built into web apps, and you actually have to change not just one web app, but multiple web apps to sort of patch these things. So it's a slow process. In some really big cases of vulnerabilities, it sometimes takes months to do the complete patching job. So that's one issue. The other issue is it's one thing to be able to get into a web site through a vulnerability like this. It's another thing to be able to steal 143 million data on 143 million Americans. And the real question that hasn't been answered is, how did those two things connect? So it's not just the first failure, but it's the ability to get in through a web application and get all this data. And we don't know if that was hard to do. We don't know if it was easy to do. We don't know how long it took them, in part because Equifax isn't telling us.
And do we still not know who's behind this or have an idea?
No, the attribution on this one is a little strange. It doesn't seem like, for example, a Target where the intruders immediately tried to dump all the credit cards on forums, that they were clearly out just to make a quick buck. That doesn't seem to be the case here, which raises the possibility that these actors are a little more sophisticated. Now, that could be just more sophisticated criminals, organized crime, essentially the cyber version of that. Or it could mean that maybe there's a state hand behind this, and there was, you know, it was criminals who got in there, but maybe there was another market for it. And really, the people in the investigation still don't know. That attribution piece often takes a very long time.